These are 10 hidden anime so good they will keep you awake until sunrise. All of them underrated, addictive, and impossible to stop once you start. Let's jump straight into number 10. 10. Michiko and Hatchin. A road trip through a dirty, chaotic world full of corrupt police and broken dreams. Michiko is wild and unpredictable. Hatchin is quiet and determined. Together, they run from everything society tried to cage them with. The world feels alive, noisy, colorful, dangerous. The dub performances are legendary and carry the story emotionally. It is not a happy adventure, but a real one. The violence is raw, not flashy, and the characters bleed when they make mistakes. Every town they visit has its own culture and sins. The show never romanticizes poverty or survival. Michiko's past keeps catching up to her, forcing her to confront who she used to be. Hatchin learns that trust is earned, not given, and sometimes you must fight to protect yourself. Their bond becomes messy, painful, and slowly genuine. It is a journey about identity more than destination. The show never tells you who is right or wrong. It simply shows both perspectives without apology. Their journey becomes a mirror of how broken environments shape people, not define them forever. 9. The Great Pretender. A con artist anime with cinematic energy. Every arc is a giant heist targeting billionaires, drug lords, and corrupt businessmen across the world. The show is fun, colorful, beautifully animated, and full of satisfying twists. Each scam goes deeper than you expect, revealing personal stories behind the criminals and the con artists. If you loved Ocean's 11, this is anime's version, but better. What sets it apart is how every character lies, not just to the world, but to themselves. Laurent is a mastermind who smiles through pain and revenge, while Edamura is a rookie learning how much trust costs. Their relationship evolves from manipulation to respect, but never loses its danger. Every arc has unique art direction and music inspired by different cultures. You never know who is playing who until the final reveal, and by then, it is too late to guess. The last heist is designed to break not only the villains, but the audience's expectations. It proves that a scam can be an act of justice. It teaches you that justice is not about the law. It is about who has the skill to expose corruption. By the time the story ends, you will be rooting for criminals more than the authorities. 8. Erased. Erased grips you fast and never lets you relax. A failing manga artist is thrown back into his childhood, forced to stop a serial killer from destroying his friends' lives. Every episode adds pressure as the killer gets closer and the risk gets higher. The emotional scenes hit just as hard as the mystery, especially when Satoru tries to protect his classmates. This is the kind of anime you finish in one sitting. You start to feel the walls closing in around Satoru as he pretends to be a child while carrying an adult's fear. The loneliness of the abused kids is heartbreaking and makes every rescue attempt feel like life or death. Small choices become massive butterfly effects that change the future. The killer's calmness is more frightening than any horror villain because they always blend in. The show makes time travel feel human, not scientific, giving every moment weight. The final confrontation is chilling because it forces Satoru to gamble with his future for someone else's life. When it ends, you will sit in silence. You start to notice how every adult decision affects the children around them in devastating ways. In the end, Erased makes you look at childhood innocence in a way you never did before. 7. Rage of Bahamut. Genesis. You think this is just fantasy action. It's not. It is epic adventure with demons, angels, bounty hunters, and gods all colliding in one explosive journey. The animation is shockingly high quality, the world feels alive, and every character has personality. Favreau and Kaiser's rivalry is hilarious and constantly evolving. It's pure fun and seriously underrated. What makes it special is how it never wastes your time. Every episode reveals a new piece of the world or a hidden truth about the characters' pasts. The soundtrack gives battles real weight and emotional scenes genuine heart. Amira's role becomes the emotional core as she searches for something she barely remembers. The show balances humor, drama, and chaos without ever losing control. It feels like a Western fantasy mixed with anime energy, and it works perfectly. The finale is a full-scale mythological explosion that leaves you wanting more. It captures the excitement of early anime adventures mixed with modern animation quality. You come for the action, but you stay for the characters who surprise you every step of the way. Number 6. Kaiji. Few anime are as intense as Kaiji. It follows a broken man gambling for his life, fighting against sadistic billionaires who treat the poor like toys. No explosions, just psychology, mind games, and real human fear. Every match feels terrifying because the show makes losing feel worse than death. You watch one episode, then 5, then the entire series in a night. What makes Kaiji unforgettable is the way it exposes human weakness. You will see people betray each other over small amounts of money and promises of freedom. The games look simple, but they slowly trap players in emotional torture. Kaiji is not a clever hero. He is desperate and flawed, which makes every victory earned. The villains are calm, wealthy, and cruel, showing how power corrupts without consequences. Every cliffhanger hits like a punch, and the narration makes you feel every heartbeat. It is gambling not for profit, but survival. You feel every loss like a personal hit, not because of money, but because of dignity. The show forces you to ask yourself what you would sacrifice if cornered in the same situation. 5. Odd Taxi. A talking walrus taxi driver does not sound like a thriller. Odd Taxi is a murder mystery disguised as casual conversation. Every passenger has secrets, every story ties together, and the twist is one of the best in anime history. It looks simple until you realize it has been manipulating you the whole time. No filler, just steady, intelligent storytelling. Every dialogue feels like a clue, and every joke hides something darker. Otokawa's calm personality becomes the center of chaos, and you never know how much he understands. The show analyzes fame, crime, loneliness, and identity without ever feeling heavy-handed. The cast is huge, but every character matters, even the ones who seem irrelevant. You slowly realize you are watching a puzzle where the final piece changes everything. The twist does not just shock, it reframes the entire story in one moment. When the truth arrives, it hits harder than any action scene. Its quiet tone becomes unsettling because silence hides the loudest truths. When the final puzzle clicks, you realize you were never meant to relax, only to watch closely. 4. Zankyou no Terror. 2 teenagers terrorize Tokyo with bombs, but they are not villains. They are abandoned experiments trying to expose the truth behind their past. Every episode raises the stakes, mixing puzzle clues with emotional flashbacks and desperate police chases. The soundtrack is cinematic, and the ending hits hard. It is dark, fast, and impossible to forget. The show asks what society owes to children. It failed. 9 and 12 act like calm geniuses, but every smile hides trauma. Lisa becomes the third point in their triangle, a lost girl who wants to feel seen. Detective Shibazaki gives the story heart as he chases them while trying to understand their pain. The bomb scenes are not about destruction, they are about forcing the world to look. The final episodes are a psychological war rather than a physical one. The ending is tragic, haunting, and beautiful. You understand their actions even if you don't approve them. The ending shows that sometimes the scariest enemy is the comfort of escaping responsibility. Paranoia Agent. Paranoia Agent is one of Satoshi Kon's smartest creations, yet still underrated today. It follows a series of mysterious attacks by a kid with a golden bat. But the real mystery is how society collapses under fear. Each episode explores a different character's mental breakdown, revealing how stress, pressure, and lies shape people's lives. The storytelling is bold, creative, and unforgettable, a psychological masterpiece that rewards multiple watches. The show slowly transforms from a mystery into a study of collective anxiety. It exposes how people create illusions to escape the harshness of reality. The pacing shifts in surprising ways that keep you guessing about what is real. You begin to see how fear spreads like a virus, consuming individuals and communities. Every character adds a different angle to the idea of psychological collapse. The surreal scenes build tension without relying on cheap scares. It blends reality and delusion in a way that keeps your mind unsettled. The bat-wielding kid becomes a symbol more than a person, which makes the mystery stronger. Each episode feels like a standalone short story, but still ties back to the main theme. The soundtrack matches the rising panic in every scene. By the finale, it becomes clear how fear can twist a society from the inside. Number 2. Eden of the East. This anime hits you with mystery instantly. A naked man stands outside the White House holding a gun and a phone loaded with billions. From there, everything spirals into conspiracies, secret players, and political games designed to fix Japan. The pacing never slows down, and every episode reveals more about who is manipulating who. It's short, stylish, and shockingly smart. You always think you know the truth until the show proves you wrong. The genius of Eden of the East is how it makes modern society feel like a game played by the elite. Every character is a piece on a chessboard, and the rules are hidden from everyone except those at the top. The phone is both a weapon and a curse, because every command has real-world consequences. You learn that saving a country does not mean doing something heroic. It sometimes means doing something terrifying. As the mystery unravels, morality becomes blurry, and idealism gets crushed by power. The two movies finish the story beautifully, tying every thread together in an intense climax, trying to solve it alongside the characters. 1. Samurai Champloo, the most rewatchable hidden anime. Two swordsmen and one girl travel Japan searching for a mysterious samurai. Every episode is different. Comedy, tragedy, war, family, hunger, injustice. The hip-hop soundtrack is iconic. The sword fights are insanely choreographed, and the dub is one of the best ever made. This is the anime you binge, then restart the next day. The show blends modern culture with historical Japan, creating a world that feels timeless. Mugen and Jin are opposites who should hate each other, yet their rivalry becomes respect. Few is the heart of the trio, keeping them together when pride tries to tear them apart. The soundtrack by Nujabes elevates every moment, turning quiet scenes into memories. Some episodes are pure comedy, while others hit like a punch to the chest. You see themes of freedom, regret, and dignity woven into the journey. The ending is simple, painful, and perfect. The story never hands you lessons directly. It lets you feel them through the characters' choices. It is the kind of anime that stays in your memory, not because of the destination, but the path taken. These were 10 hidden anime so good, they will keep you up all night. If you want more shows like this, hit subscribe and get ready for the next one.